Good morning, Adam. How are you?
Doing all right. I've seen your show before at the Hanover Theater, and it's different every single time. Obviously, it's improv, and that has to make it fun for you.
Oh, absolutely. This is, I think, our 23rd year of touring, and I don't think that would happen if we had to do the same thing over and over again. Every night, it's a show that only that audience sees, so it makes it fun for us, keeps it fresh.
Definitely unpredictable. I mean, you and Ryan Stiles were performers on the original Whose Line Is It Anyway series in the UK on the BBC, and you've been the permanent performers on the US series from day one. What is it that you love about improv and improv comedy?
I'm basically lazy, so I don't have to learn anything. I just show up and have fun with my friends. It's the closest I'll ever get to skydiving, walking out in front of an audience who have paid to see a show that we don't actually have at that point. It makes it exciting. It makes it fun. Yeah, it's great.
But you have to be so quick-witted. I mean, you say you're lazy, which is funny because I don't have to know anything. Meanwhile, you have to know a little about such a wide range of subjects to be successful in improv comedy, right?
Yeah, I guess there's this theory that, you've heard when people feel like they're close to death, their life flashes before their very eyes.
Yeah.
There's a theory that what's happening there is their brain is downloading every bit of information they've ever picked up in their life to see if there's something that's going to help them get out of that situation. And I think it's sort of like that with improv. When you get some prompt, your mind immediately goes to something that will help you get out of this situation.
I do stand-up comedy, Colin, and, you go up there with a set, right? That's why it's called a routine. And if you do it right, people think that you're coming up with this stuff on the fly. And when you do ad-lib something on stage, it's always a risk. And something comes into my mind, I say it. I don't have a filter from my brain to my tongue oftentimes. But that's what your entire show is, just taking risks all night long. And I give you so much credit for that.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm 67 now. I do feel it kind of keeps me young because it does keep my mind going. And I'm very fortunate in that I've worked with great people, not only the Whose Line guys, but with some great improv companies around the world. So it keeps me fresh as well as the show.
So Drew Carey, who was the original host of Whose Line Is It Anyway, here in the United States anyway, and you appeared as a guest star in a few episodes of the Drew Carey Show, but you've had roles on television shows and movies, and that's got to be a very different experience and maybe even annoying, doing so many takes, right, for a sitcom or television as opposed to Whose Line, where I'm assuming it's more of a one-take situation even on TV.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's fast and furious. It's a different muscle when you're doing television or movies. There's so many people whose fingers are in the pie. There's your producers and the executives. So you could do a great performance and then somehow in the editing room it sort of disappears. And that's what I love about improv. All the responsibility is on us. If it goes well, it's because we did well. If it sucks, it's because we suck. There's no one to blame.
How important, though, is a good audience in terms of a good show, their reaction and the ideas they're throwing your way?
They're very important. They're sort of the third member of our troupe. I mean, they always say never blame the audience. I'm constantly blaming the audience. Pick it up, people. We are constantly, the most work we ever do on this show is coming up with ways of asking for suggestions so that we don't get the joke answers like proctologist and gynecologist for occupation. We try to get the audience to actually work a little and come up with something we've never heard before and something that can spur us on to new heights.
Colin Mochrie and Brad Sherwood from Whose Line Is It Anyway? A live improv show on the stage at the beautiful Hanover Theater this Saturday night. Go to thehanovertheater.org for tickets and info. Enjoy your time in Worcester. And Colin, thanks for coming on 98.9 Nash Icon.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on.